Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to our lecturer, Dr. Selva Kifah. So today, our group will present about Malaysian palm oil sector with respect to marketing perspective. So first of all, let me introduce myself and my group members. My name is Hakeem bin Muhammad Yazed.
My name is Luqman bin Muhammad Yasin.
My name is Mohamad Haidhar bin Norjeli.
My name is Muhammad Arif bin Arif.
The oil palm, or the scientific name is Glass Venesis, that originated by West Africa, which the evidence is used as a staple food crops since 5,000 years ago. So, in other words, the palm oil considered as the one of the earliest crops that traded commodities. So Malaysia is currently one of the largest producer and exporter of oil palm. This sector began in 1917 in Temarin Estate in Selangor, which the Temarin Estate Selangor is the first cultivation, but its growth was initially very slow. For the past 15 years, the plantation development was accelerated through large scale of investment in the cultivation of oil palm, as the government want the oil palm is to be a major crop for this country. So those production of oil palm keep increasing due a few factors, as the improvement of agricultural practices, improvement of technologies. For example, a new hybrid have been introduced. Next, I will explain about the major palm oil producer and exporter, the statistic in 2017 that from official website from MPOB. So as we can see, the major palm oil producer, the Indonesia has lead from us, which contribute about 54% of the total 67.40 million ton per metric, and Malaysia comes the second one, which contribute about 30% from the total 67.40 million ton per metric. As the exporter, the Indonesia also the most exporters, which contribute about 55% from the 49.19 million ton per metric, followed by Malaysia with 32.4% from the total 49.16 million ton per metric. Next, for the price trend of the oil palm for 10 years, as we can see, the monthly price of the oil palm, the graph is about ups and downs. So the highest price the oil palm that ever achieved in 2010 is about 3.73 thousand ringgit per metric ton, and the lowest price that ever happened in oil palm price in 2019 is about 2,000 ringgit per metric ton. So we move to the statistic in 2019. In 2019, the graph also ups and downs. For the 2019, the highest price is about 2,200 ringgit per metric ton, and the lowest price is about 1.93 ringgit, 1.93 thousand ringgit per metric ton. So this statistic is referred from the MPOB official website. Next, I will pass to my members to explain about the oil palm marketing issue and challenge.
Now, I will explain more about the oil palm marketing issues and challenges. The Malaysian palm oil sector has a little control over the short-term challenges because its behavior depends heavily on other substitute products, and this applies on vegetables oil and biofuels. The most potential substitute for the conventional fuel is the palm oil biodiesel, as the non-renewable fossil fuel supply is limited, the increase in petroleum prices has led to the growth in biodiesel industry. Next, I will show you about how the EU media have attacked our oil palm industry. This video was made by the Iceland company, and 24 hours after it was published, it got 3 million views. 3 million views in just an overnight. And this is how the EU newspaper have portrayed our oil palm industry. They play the orangutan card. They claim that the deforestation have destroyed the orangutan habitat, when in fact our oil palm industry relies on replantation instead of making a new land. I will explain more about the past marketing strategies. The main palm product exported until the 1970s was the CPO, or the crude palm oil. Then, the fractionation was developed, expanding the application of palm oil for both food and other uses. And this applies from food, from ice cream to cosmetic products such as lipsticks. And the founding of the Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange, KLCE, for price setting, hedging and disseminating market information to reduce market risk in the trading of palm oil. This encouraged people to trade these commodities. Next, the taxation and incentive policies were introduced to encourage the export of refined palm products. Next, I will explain more about the current marketing strategies. Now, I will explain more about the current market strategies. Environmentalists, consumer groups, and European policymakers should also be given the opportunity to visit our oil palm plantation in this country for them to experience it by themselves. And producers of National Geographic and Discovery Channel or other similar programs should be invited to Malaysia to film a documentaries showing the palm oil is produced in a sustainable and environmental friendly manner, and that the orangutan and elephants are endangered. MSPO and RSPO certificates are also being applied throughout all the oil palm plantation in the country. MSPO certificates are now the bare minimum requirement for plantation to trade their palm oil products. And last but not least, any strategy must include having an honest, competent and reliable representative or agent based in Europe who can provide us an accurate feedback and intelligence, and who knows how to lobby there. The first rule of the public relation there is to demonstrate sincerity. The public in the West does not mind if we are not perfect, as long as we are sincere and upfront about the issue. Next, I will pass to my other group members to explain more about the current market scenario.
Thank you, Luqman. Now I will proceed with the current market scenario. Okay. For the first current market is the unstable of the CPO price. As we know, CPO or crude palm oil is edible oil that extract from the pulp of the oil palm. From the statistic that released by the MPOC, the price of the CPO was increased from 2015 until 2017. But at the end of the 2017 until early year of 2019, the CPO price was decreased. The decreasing or drop of this price or CPO price is because of the certain factor. The first factor is the increasing production of the oil palm from Indonesia. Second is about the US or United States and China trade war, and the third factor is ban of the oil palm by the EU. As we know, the EU country was ban the oil palm because of the main reason that they was give is the deforestation and the disrupt of the orangutan habitat. But actually, the main reason why they do like that is because the as we know, EU country was produce the soybean. So the production of oil palm was the oil bean production. For the demand of palm oil, we focus on the India and China country. Why? Because from the statistic that released by the MPOC, India is a major country that was import the oil palm from Malaysia, and China as a second major country that import the oil palm from Malaysia. The high production of the India is because of the India government was take action to reduce the import tax of the oil palm. So the reduce from 54% of tax to 45% of tax made the India want to increase the import of the oil palm from Malaysia. Other than that, at the early of 2019, India was import 28% of the oil palm from Malaysia. Next, we will proceed with the China as the second major country that import oil palm from Malaysia. China, at the early of 2019, China was increased the import from 500,000 ton to 1.62 billion ton of oil palm product to the China from Malaysia. Next, this increasing of the oil palm demand because of the certain factor like the US or United States China trade war, and Malaysia be a partner of China in R&D or research and development about the biodiesel program. Now we'll proceed to the biodiesel. As we know, biodiesel is a oil as a fuel that extract from the vegetable oil that can give that cannot give harmful to the nature. There are few types of biodiesel such as B5, B10 and B20. For the B5, it was implemented or launched in Malaysia from June until November 2011, and it was starting from the central region of the Malaysia, such as Putrajaya, from the Putrajaya, Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, and through all the country. These users of biodiesel can reduce the carbon dioxide content in carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. It also is a strategy from the government to increase the price of the oil palm. I will continue with the marketing effort and sector development. There are three efforts that made by the government to avoid the problem in the current issue. First is a POT or Palm Oil Trade Seminar. Second, MSPO certificate, and lastly LMPO campaign or Love My Palm Oil. For the POTs, it was involves trade, market and networking speaker. For example, it was involved local and national speaker, and the speaker will share about the current issue and the problem, and also the market opportunity for the oil palm around the world. This spot was held at the three place leading by the Jeddah at Saudi Arabia, in the 24 April 2019, followed by the Mumbai, India in 30 July 2019, and lastly at the Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam in the 13 September 2019. Next, for the MSPO certificate, as we know, the issue of the EU country was ban our oil palm. So, the MPOB and MPOC was made a guideline, which is only oil palm that has a MSPO or Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil Certificate that can be export to another country. So it will also to this certificate also to avoid about the EU country ban our oil palm. And lastly, the last strategy is LMPO campaign or Love My Oil Palm campaign. This campaign was an initiative from our Minister of Primary Industry, which is Teresa Kok, that involves in the promotion and have 5 components. The 5 components is love my food, love my health, love my people, love my planet, and also lastly love my country. So the MPOB, which is agency under Primary of Industry of Primary Industry, was made a joint venture with the Malaysian, which is they made a camping at the Malaysian retail outlet. For example, they use a banner and they hanging a banner and make a certain competition in order to contribute Malaysian people in the oil palm. Okay, now I will pass to the Haidhar to explain more about the responsible market policy. Thank you.
Thank you, Arif. Now I will continue with I will explain about the responsible marketing policy. Okay, first I will explain what is marketing policies. Marketing policies is a procedure that involves in marketing activities such as the transportation, storage, promotion, and purchasing. And all these activities have their own policies that they have to follow to produce a good product. Okay, there are many responsible of marketing policies in marketing, but I will explain 3 of them, which is first is to help the firm to clarify its objective. Okay, as we know, every company has their own objective in marketing, their objective, the mission, and the vision, and with the help of policies, it will clarify what is the main objective of the company. For example, if the company want to produce a product that believed and trust by the customer, it must have some policies to follow. And for example, the firm or the company must have some certificates such as MSPO, Halal, and RSPO to gain customer trust. Okay, why I put halal? Because in Malaysia we are majority Muslim in the religion, so halal is must certificate in for our target customer. So the second one is to ensure the planning function is done systematically. Okay, is why every policy have their own step and procedure that are already arranged by the CEO or the top management of the company. So the the policy will make a pathway to make sure the planning function is done, follow what is have been planned. And lastly is to give a good image to a firm. Okay, as we know, as we know, in marketing or in the market, we have a customer right, and they have a specific act, which is Customer Protection Act 1999, which said about all the right, the customer right. So if a company follows all the policies that have arranged, it will give a good image to a firm or to the company, because they have take care all the customer right. So, okay, next I will explain about how future technology and innovative can enhance the sector. Okay, they have many future technology that we can say, but I will focus on three only, which is mechanization, chemical fertilizer, and hybridization. Okay, first for the mechanization, as we know, in the past we are using only mechanical labor, and now we are using semi mechanization, and some use full mechanization. But we hopefully in the future they will improve the mechanization to make our production more. We can we can produce more on the production. For example, if nowadays we have automatic sickle to harvest, right, for the mechanization, but maybe in the future we have another sickle that can harvest maybe 5 FFB in one time. For now we are using sickle, it only can harvest one like that. But maybe in the future we take sickle and 5 fruit can be harvested at one time. Okay, next go to the chemical fertilizer. Okay, chemical fertilizer, we know now have many issue that arise because of the chemical fertilizer usually have a long-term effect. But if the future technology can enhance the chemical and can improve the chemical fertilizer, which for example the chemical fertilizer will not harm any environment, it can make our product more sustainable, so customer will trust to us because we are producing a sustainable product. So lastly is the hybridization. Hybridization is as we know, it's a combination of two varieties, and nowadays we have Tenera, which is hybridization from Dura and Vesipera varieties. Okay, maybe next in the future we have more varieties, more new varieties that produced by the hybridization, to which better than Tenera varieties nowadays. Okay, then how the future technology and innovative can enhance the sector by supply graph. Okay, now as we can see, this is first supply graph, and this is the second one. This will shift after the improvement of technology. As we can see in the these two supply graph, both graphs have the same price but a different quantity. So it means if our technology has improved, we can produce more quantity with the same price. So this means it will bring more profit to the farmers. Okay, that is the simplest way to understand what the concept of supply, which is concept of producing yield with the benefit of technology. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.